Welcome, my name is Colleen Tauke and I'm the sewing specialist at Fons and Porter. In this Sew Easy tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the Kaleido Ruler to create wedges to make a spiderweb type block. So for the Kaleido Ruler here I've got laid out. It is a really unusual shape. It's used in a couple of different ways, but we're going to be using the two sides here that has a flat tip on it. The other is a point, and we're going to be working with this side of the ruler for now. Okay, we're going to be taking this out. I wanted you to be able to see what the graphics on that look like. What we're going to be doing is creating strip sets so that we can create these kinds of blocks. Now, you'll notice in this block there are two different kinds of strip sets. Some start with a red and others start with a green. So you'll be wanting to create a variety of strip sets, alternating color. You can try using a gradation of color. It's really up to you the type of the arrangement of the strips within your strip set. You can see in the quilt behind me that Marianne Fons made that she alternated the red and the green. She liked that effect. So you can create a bunch of different strip sets. Here we've got one that starts and ends with red on each. Then you would also, for instance, in this block, create a matching set that starts with green and ends with green. So you will get that kind of an effect. Okay, once I've got a shortened strip set here, you can work with a little bit longer ones. But in order to start, what we need to do is create those triangle shapes. So what we need to do, and these blocks finish, we want the 9-inch finished, which means our strip set, which it tells us right on the ruler, needs to be at least 5 inches wide. So creating a variety of strips to create almost to or a little bit past a 5-inch strip. So we're going to line up the bottom of the strip set with the 9-inch block is what we're going to create here. And then we're going to cut both of the angles. And just like this, we're going to come in and cut one side. And then I'm going to rotate this piece because we need to get our strip set going. Once we've established our pattern on the diagonal of our strip set, it'll be a little bit easier. But I need to clean up the side, so we're going to take off this side. And then there's just a little tiny tip here I'm going to trim off also. So that little piece comes away. So those are our scraps. We've created the first piece, and then you just go down the strip set, flipping the ruler back and forth to create the desired number that you need for your project. Now, here you would want 4 matching off the same strip set. Keep that in mind as you're working down through. Now, you'll notice as I flip back and forth, these aren't matching. So I've created pile 1 and pile 2. This would go in one block, these may end up in another, but I'm going to go down through, and as you alternate back and forth, you'll be able to divide up your strip set wedges. These would go on this pile, and you can then see, just keep repositioning my ruler until you get all of the pieces you need. Remember to take that little triangle or a little piece off the top, like that. So I would have pieces for both. And your strip set would probably be longer. Mine was just short enough so that we could keep it on the sewing center and you could see what I was working on. So once you've created pieces, and you would also then cut up a piece that has the green on the outer edges so that you would have matchings. I'll show you some that are already laid out here. I've already started to sew my pieces together to create quadrants. I'll unfold them here, or lay them so that you can see how they're oriented. These pieces, seam, 1/4-inch seam. Now, it won't make a difference which direction you press your seam allowances for this pattern because the strip sets are varied in their width, so you're not going to get opposing seams, so don't try to get that. Just come in, put right sides together, put 2 quadrants or 2 wedges together, press the seam allowances in one direction, and repeat that throughout as you're joining 2 wedges together. The idea is that you're trying to create the seam allowances all going in one direction. So when we were to then join these 2 pieces together, you would stitch along here. Now, the other thing is, keep oriented of which pieces from here to the sewing center so that you know you're going to be sewing this seam here and pressing, and the same here, sewing and pressing. Now, I can show you the back side of this block, how all the seam allowances are going in one direction, spiral, so that you can get that flat center piece. So you would join halves, and then join the halves together and create a spiderweb block using the Kaleido Ruler. For more of our Sew Easies, visit our website. Thanks for joining me today.